Yo, what's going on? So we're here getting some work done on the Skyline. So my manifold is in, new downpipe. The other one didn't fit, so I ended up having to get rid of it. Wastegate. So yeah, it fits up perfectly. You want to pull it up?
Yeah.
Yo, look how easy this bolts in. So this is a fake, this is a Gretty replica manifold. They call it a Freddy. And hey, John, don't let me down, man. You're supposed to show how easy it is to move in. Damn, it fits like a glove. Before we get to installing the manifold, I'm just gonna be reconnecting the coolant lines underneath. So yeah, I gotta go to Canadian Tire and buy some hose and a fitting to reconnect the two heater lines, and then we can start mounting the manifold. So clean.
Want to drive, Charles?
Do I want to drive? Will you let me? Yeah. Fuck yeah, then. Can you wait till I was...
What do you feel like?
I feel like I've been cheating on my car right now.
Driving someone else's Nissan.
Dude, that sound.
Yeah, dude, it sounds so good.
Yo.
The look on your face.
Yeah, yo.
Oh yeah, true. It's gonna misfire at 4.5, so can't rip it, unfortunately.
Such a common problem for Skylines.
I know, it's like I've never everyone I know who's had one is like, yeah, my coil packs are shit. I'm like, yeah, let's just do the plug.
Yeah, we should. Oh, did this guy fuck up?
Oh, this car though. Holy. That wing's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Pretty cool car.
But the no wheel life is not cool. That's shitty.
I wonder where
It says I was just gonna say it says Lotus. Go. Okay. Dang.
Who is it?
I don't know, man.
Oh, shit. That fucking bright ass light over here. Yo, both manifolds went on so easily.
Really?
Yeah, even this one, it just popped right in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to drive this thing to Autodream on Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yo, what are your guys' thoughts on this roof wing?
The carbon in there.
Yeah, it's a carbon piece.
This is where I think it looks best from. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty good actually.
Do you have an AFR gauge already?
Yeah. Damn, everything is going so smoothly.
Yeah, literally everything fits like OEM.
The intake was nice enough to come with new fuel line, so that's dope.
That's the right size.
Yeah.
The intake itself was a nice guy.
Yeah, the actual
intake itself
had a personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll throw some fuel line in for you.
So yeah, to the front.
But we're gonna hide them and loop them underneath, so
Yeah.
it's hidden underneath the intake.
So let's
and
grab
out
the
of it.
manifold and then cut these.
Yeah. Alright, so we're on day 2 of the Skyline's turbo install. So yesterday we got quite a bit done, but we were kind of just focused on working, and there's a lot of stuff that happened off camera. So real quick now here, we're just gonna give you an update of what happened. So we basically have the intake on. All the coolant lines underneath are all finished and all changed. The fuel lines are all just about hooked up. Today, right now though, we have to pull off the fuel rail so we can torque down the bolts for the manifold. A lot of you guys are probably wondering why I would go through all this trouble of swapping my turbo and not upgrade my injectors. Well, see, the way my bank account is set up is I can only do so much at a time. So I know a lot of people it is good to do in one shot. I would do it too if I could, but yeah, just the way things are right now, it's gonna be an upgrade for another day. And I'm not worried anyways, because the wastegate that I have has a 8-pound spring, and the injectors on this are rated, they're 370s. So usually the saying is your injectors can take 1 pound of horsepower per cc. So I'm only going to be running 8 pounds for the first little bit until I can afford to upgrade my injector. One other issue that we ran into yesterday was my throttle body was just a touch too small, and it didn't, like, it lined up on the bottom two lined up, but because it is a stock, like, it's only 63 mil, the stock RB25 throttle body, so yeah, it's way smaller. So I had to go get this adapter flange from Auto Dream, and this one lines up perfectly. But yeah, ever since Auto Dream got their CNC machine, they've been making like the craziest custom parts. But yeah,
His turbo sat further away from.
if this was perfectly straight up,
Yeah.
it would line up.
Then it will line up.
It would line up directly. I don't know if I mentioned yesterday either, but we have an unofficial timeline to get this thing out of this garage, so we got to be out of here by Monday.
And it's
And
what
it's
day? right now?
Thursday today, so alright, so we were getting the manifold on, and everything was going pretty smoothly until we realized that yeah, there's a stud here that when we clamp the, yeah, you can see it right there. When we clamp the manifold down, the tube itself hits the stud, so we have to cut and trim. I don't know if you guys remember, but Jesse had to do the exact same thing on his. So rather than wasting time here in this garage with little things like that would have been the third time of us taking the manifold off, putting it back on, we decided to pack up.
Yeah.
So as you guys can see, the car is back on its own legs.
Back on the ground for the first time in like 4
Yeah.
months.
And we are gonna take all of this shit to John's garage, and then we're gonna be pulling an all-nighter to get this thing ready for tomorrow.
We're gonna
So
call AMA right now.
yeah,
Get
we're
towed over
we're
here.
calling AMA right now to get a tow truck and idling.
For calling AMA roadside assistance. If you are not at home, press 1.
Is it, so what, why are you having it towed from one garage to another?
It's not running right now, and the tools to fix it are in another garage.
Okay, but why are you towing it from a garage? Why aren't you getting it fixed at that garage?
Because we don't have the tools here at this garage.
I'm sorry, I'm unable to hear you.
We don't have the tools necessary to complete the job at this
Okay.
location. We're here now at the garage.
What time is it, Charles?
So yeah, the time is 2:18, and yo, that's AM, not PM.
Yeah.
So we're out here working late. The tow truck got here. It was like 1 o'clock when we finally got it into the garage. So yeah, this is a lot nicer. It's heated, a lot more organized, and yeah, like all the tools, dope. So we're gonna see how much we can get done tonight. Hopefully get this thing ready to start by tomorrow. We're just gonna pull the manifold off, pull that stud out, trim it down, and then we should be good from there.
Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and make you.
Alright, so we just got the last nut off that was giving us a pain in the butt. So we're gonna take that stud out,
Yeah.
grind it down. See how it was interfering there?
Yeah.
Those
So as we
scratches?
torque the manifold down,
The stud was
it
too
was
long.
pushing the runner up against the stud. So we're gonna trim that stud off. Okay, so we got that stud in there, nice and
It's all
short.
trimmed now.
Yeah. And now we're just gonna remove this oil feed line, and we're gonna put some Teflon tape on the banjo bolt so it doesn't leak.
Yeah.
Alright, so the manifold is all bolted up now. Finally, after countless trial and error, it's been like a couple hours, and it happened twice where we had to loosen off the manifold to tighten the first. We call it the, what do we call it, John?
We said it was called the demon cunt bolt. Demon cunt nut.
The demon cunt nut.
Yeah, because it's not a bolt, it's a nut.
No, I feel like there's more to it. Well, anyways, it was a shitty fucking bolt to get to. And I don't know, you could blame the eBay design, you could blame the Nissan design, you could blame whoever you want.
You blame us for buying it.
Yeah, blame us for buying it. How about that? There's the time, 6:53. Still AM, but check it out. Turbo's mounted, manifolds in, intakes in. Injectors are just about ready to be mounted and routed. Intercooler piping is about to be underway. Damn, we'll put it in work tonight. Today. Wow. To see this taking shape like this is insane. So right now we're just chopping up that charge pipe. So this is the charge pipe that I had on my stock turbo. Basically we're gonna be getting a 4 to 3 inch reducer coupler tomorrow or later in a couple hours. The way it's sitting right now, if we were to bolt this MAF sensor in, it would be just a little bit too long. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna trim some of that charge pipe off.
Yeah, so that we can.
So the
here.
MAF sensor sits a little bit closer down. So like there. Still gonna send it.
Still gonna send it.
Finally, 3 batteries later. It's a perfect hole. This is gonna be trimmed short and fitted up like that, but underneath here it's gonna come down, and then we're gonna cut that U-bend right now to come off of the intercooler and then line up with that there. John's got his safety glasses on right now.
Oh yeah, safety
first this time. You got metal shavings in your eye last time.
I did, and I spent about half an hour inside washing my eye out with water.
This piping is nice.
Yeah, here, let me shave that.
Here. Okay, so all of our pipes are basically cut. We're just trying to mock them up and see how everything fits when connected. Yeah, it'd be dope if we had a welder for this stuff, eh?
True.
Alright, so we've basically got the intercooler piping all set up. So here it is in the outlet of the turbo. Comes down underneath into the bumper. Johnny's working on this side over here. And then we're waiting on the throttle body adapter and my actual throttle body. And then once we have a position of where that's gonna sit, then we can chop this pipe up accordingly. And that's pretty much it after that. But the night is still young. I mean, we still have so much things to do today, so just when you thought we were gonna get some sleep, no man. No, we're gonna be working on this thing until it's moving on its own power. So look at this piping.
Yeah, we had to like do some pie cuts here, but it came out really smooth.
Yeah.
If you look at this from the side, it looks so good.
Let me see. Let me hop out. Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Going right up. Yo, should this be thumbnail right now?
This should be.
This should be.
Well,
I guess that's it.
I guess that's it for right now.
For right now. We still gotta go get wheels. We still have to go get my throttle body adapter. We still have to get breakfast.
We gotta pick this up.
Okay, so at about 2 o'clock this morning,
Yeah.
earlier this morning,
We made this list.
me and John came up with this list of basically a to-do list of what we were gonna do during this all-nighter.
But we can.
Mainly, the only thing that's left is things that we didn't have last night. So
Let's write
things
down.
like the 3 to 4 coupler,
Yeah.
solder for extending the ejector harness, and then we're also going to be picking up some wheels that my car can roll on. So we got our adapter piece for the throttle body here. As you can see, this valley where the bolt sits isn't quite open enough, and the bolt is actually going in crooked. So I'm going to Dremel out the inside of that, get a little bit more clearance so that the bolt can sit flush. Alright, sweet. So yeah, grinded up some material from those valleys there, and now she fits nice and snug. So Don't mind this. We're gonna change this coupler.
Yeah, we're gonna go pick up a new one.
We tried to make our own.
Just take the
but
whole
anyways.
coupler off because we don't need any of that now.
Yeah. Yo, is it just me or does this feel like one really long day?
Fuck yeah, dude. It's like I've been awake for over 24 hours.
Seriously, we met up earlier than this time yesterday. So I don't know, yeah, earlier in the video when we announced that we were gonna be doing an all-nighter, it was 2:17 a.m.
So
It's been 12 hours since we started. We haven't gotten a lick of sleep. Alright, so we're here at a buddy's house just to go pick up some wheels. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I actually sold the black and white wheels from last year. And our buddy Ray is nice enough to lend me his wheels off the Supra for a little bit to roll on, so. Damn, these wheels are sick. Beefy setup too. And we're done here. Shout outs to the homie Riley for hooking up with the wheels. Appreciate it, man. Oh, you won. Great, so the time is 7:40 p.m. So it's been 15 hours and we're still at it. So we're just finishing up the final touches now. So finishing up the intercooler piping there. Turbo manifold, intake manifold, throttle body is all taken care of. It's all mounted up now. Basically all that's left is to finish up the intercooler piping. So when we got the throttle body fitted and the actual reducer coupler that we needed, we found that our original plan for the piping wasn't going to work this exact same way. So a little bit more chopping is required, and then the intercooler piping will be all set up. We modified the bracket here for the throttle cable, so I can still use my OEM cable rather than having to switch to S13 or S14.
I'll get to that in a minute. I'm just doing the...
Alright, so the time is now the next day, and yes,
We slept.
we did get some sleep.
We slept.
So
Sorry, that's what I meant.
alright, so everything is bolted up. The injectors are plugged in, but we still do need to tuck those. But I mean, I guess in terms of getting the car started and seeing how it runs,
The only ones we like actually physically have to extend are the idle air control.
yeah, idle air control.
And this fuel line needs to go back in.
But yeah, it's about that time. One of my first oil change all winter. It's hitting me now that this car is almost done.
I know. Like, holy shit, I can't believe it, man.
Alright, so I found this stranger on the street to solder my plugs. I guess nobody's seen. Yeah, who is this? Jesse's got long hair.
Nah, man, not me.
But anyways, Jesse's extending the wires for the idle air controller now. I watched his super mounting video on YouTube and just had to get him to come do mine.
Oh man, this electrical tape is ancient. Dude, this is the original electrical tape.
Yeah, it's OEM.
It's like solid, yo.
Okay, so we're gonna be extending these two wires, or I guess
Yeah.
there's two connectors.
These two connectors. Because
Yeah.
Charles had to cut that to make room for everything.
Yeah, they used to plug in.
No,
they
it
only used to be like
weren't
this.
long.
They only used to be like this long because those connectors were on the back of the intake. Now they're underneath down there, and the plugs are down below. So we're extending those wires. And then
Charles,
we're
you gotta
gonna-
get steady and pro, man. Your hands like.
Yeah, let's see how this looks.
Did you guys watch the last video?
Over here.
Okay, so this one's gonna plug in at the very bottom. I already did another one. If you saw on the live feed, shout out to you because you caught it in time. I think there was like 30 to 50. I don't know how many people actually saw it. Anyways, it's routed up to here. This is soldered onto there, both ends of the connectors, and then yeah, everything's loomed together. So there's actually two separate solders in here, heat shrinked, and then taped together that goes to this loom. And then this one just has to be plugged in, and I'm just finishing wrapping the open end of it with some electrical tape here.
Sweet. Thanks,
No problem.
guy that looks like Jesse.
Thanks, yeah.
Case closed.
Case closed, boys. Back on the road soon.
Look at the fitment of the new wheels. So again, these aren't the new wheels, but they're the same specs that my new wheels are, so. Damn, that's thick. Alright, so as you guys can see, the car is back at my house now. It starts, it runs, it drives. I just wanted to say thanks again for the never-ending love and support from you guys. You have no idea how much it means to me. You know, I've sacrificed a lot to get to this point, and it hasn't always been in my best interest, but in the best interest of Lowcals as a group. So, you know, I know a lot of people in the comment section are going to be, you know, cheap eBay shit, get some real part, whatever people in the comment section say. And, you know, that stuff really doesn't matter to me because at that point, you're judging someone based on their bank account. You know, not everybody has $1,500 to spend on a real manifold or $2,000 to spend on a real Garrett turbo or whatever, upwards of $1,000 for a turbo manifold. It doesn't make sense to me in my position to be forking out that much money when I don't have it. And this is something that I think a lot of people don't realize is you can enjoy cars, you can enjoy your passion, you could do whatever you want in life without breaking the bank. This, you know, this Lowcals, the YouTube, the store, all of that, that is my life. That's my full-time job. I don't work a 9 to 5 because I don't see the benefit in giving my 8 hours a day for someone else's benefit. You know, I've committed myself to Lowcals 100%, you know, as a brand and as a passion, which is what it is to me. Yeah, it's biting me in the ass sometimes financially, but when you're passionate about something, you persevere, and you don't let that stuff. You try not to let that stuff get in the way. And for those of you guys out there that are pursuing what you're passionate about, do not be afraid to make mistakes. You know, do not be afraid to make sacrifices, because in those circumstances where, you know, you're down and out, you're down on your luck, by persevering through there, those are valuable life lessons that you could take with you. So, you know, just keep pushing, keep fighting. Yeah, like in any difficulties in life, you've got two options. You could fight or you can flight. So, you know, ask yourself if what you're pursuing is really that important for you, that you're gonna fight and do whatever it takes to get to that point. Keep that in mind for you guys that are waiting for the right opportunity, or you're waiting to save up, or whatever it may be. Just keep in mind that the best time to start is when you aren't ready, because perseverance is key. And I promise for you guys out there that are working at it, persevering right now, it's gonna get better. And you know, I have full faith in that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Again, thank you for all the love and support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You don't know how much I thank you for that. And stay tuned for the next video where I'm gonna have to get a downpipe put on it, and then we can actually go do some drives. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find